This is a quick introduction to a service available on the internet for free called ℕ𝕝𝕉. And they say it is the easiest way to transfer files across devices. And I happen to agree that it's very simple, and the devices don't have to be in the same room, on the same Wi-Fi, or even the same kind of device. If you meet somebody that takes a picture of you with their camera, and they have an iPhone and you have an Android phone, you can both go to ℕ𝕝𝕉.net on your phones, and your system will look like this. And there's, I am known as Surface 7, and I have this got chopped off a little bit. This first one says, on this network. That means other devices that are at ℕ𝕝𝕉.net on my local Wi-Fi by paired devices. You can be discovered by paired devices at all times, independent of the network. And then there's this one. You can be discovered by any device in the public room, independent of the network. And this network is called NIXVS. If I click over here, it says temporary public room, and this is the room number. So I open the temporary room, and you open this window as well, and then either I will type in your code or you'll type in my code, and we'll join into the same room. And as long as you're in the room together, you will see each other. I'm going to launch the Pair VPN app on my phone, and ℕ𝕝 on my app on my cell phone, and you'll see that the Surface 7, and now out here is the S21 Android device. And I can click to send files or right click to send a message. And if I click to once, it opens up a file browser, and then I can click a file and say open, and it will pop a box up on my cell phone, and I'll say accept, and now you'll see the file is being transferred to my cell phone. And that's all there is to it. That's the entire application and how you would use it. So if you encounter somebody that needs to move a file from one cell phone to another cell phone, or maybe you're at the library and you want to transfer a file that you created on the public computer and copy it to your cell phone, you can do that. There's all kinds of uses for it. If you have somebody that you need to send some sensitive documents to and you'd rather not put them in email, this is a way to send those personal documents to somebody directly from computer to computer.
Good morning, everyone. I'm going to continue my series about exploring similarities and shared features. Today, we're going to talk about 6 top spotlight tips for the Mac and how to optimize those for use in the on your Mac. And then we also will do a comparison between the Mac OS Spotlight with the Windows 11 Spotlight. The Windows 11 search features. So Spotlight for the Mac OS equates to search in Windows 11. It's an integrated search technology developed by Apple, designed to help users quickly find a wide array of items on their computer and beyond. It's a versatile feature that can be accessed through a simple keyboard shortcut, the Command plus Space key, or clicking the magnifying glass icon on the menu bar. Spotlight searches across the Mac OS system allows users to find documents, emails, contacts, calendar events, media files, and more. It also enables users to perform actions such as calculations and conversions directly from the search bar, look up definitions, or even search the web and maps without opening a browser. The functionality of Spotlight extends beyond the simple file search. It can understand natural language queries, making it possible to search for items in a conversational way, such as documents I edited yesterday or emails from John last week. Spotlight indexes the contents of the Mac, offering quick and accurate search results that improve over time as it learns the user's preferences and patterns. In addition to local searches, Spotlight is integrated with various online sources, providing users with information like news, sports scores, weather forecasts, and movie showtimes directly in the search results. Apple continuously updates Spotlight with each new version of the Mac OS, enhances its search capabilities, speed, and overall usefulness, making it an essential tool for many Mac users for efficient navigation and information retrieval. For optimizing your use of Spotlight on a Mac, which is Apple's built-in search feature that helps you find documents, apps, and other items on your computer, as well as perform actions like calculations or conversions, here are 6 top tips for Spotlight. Use natural language searches. Spotlight supports natural language searches, which means you can search for things in a way that you would normally speak. For example, typing documents I edited yesterday can help you quickly find files based on your description. Number 2, utilizing Spotlight as a calculator. Instead of opening the calculator app, you can use Spotlight to perform quick calculations. Just type your equation into the search bar and the answer will appear instantly. Number 3, search the web and Wikipedia. Spotlight can search the web and Wikipedia directly from your desktop. Simply type a query and it will offer you options to search the web or Wikipedia, making it a quick way to access information without opening a browser. Preview documents and emails. When you search for documents or emails, you can preview them directly in Spotlight by pressing the Command key. This shows you a quick look at the file's contents, which you can save time if you're searching for something specific. Number 5, customize Spotlight search results. If you prefer certain types of results over others, you can customize Spotlight behavior in System Preferences. Go to the Apple menu, System Preferences, Spotlight, then select or deselect the categories to tailor the search results to your preference. Number 6, use keyboard shortcuts. Become more efficient with Spotlight by using keyboard shortcuts. Press the Command space to open Spotlight search quickly. Once you've started typing, you can use the arrow keys to navigate through the search results and press Enter to open the selected item. Now, if we compare Microsoft OS Spotlight with Windows 11 search features, we might call Spotlight as an analogy due to its similar functionality. It reveals differences in design philosophy, functionality, and integration within their respective ecosystems. In Windows 11, accessing the search feature is straightforward. Here's a few methods. For the taskbar search, you can click on the magnifying icon in the taskbar. Alternatively, use the keyboard shortcut key plus S to quickly access the search. If you use the Start menu search, you can open the Start menu and use the search box at the top of the page. As you type, the system will return results for apps, settings, files, or web queries. To narrow down your search, use filters like apps, documents, web, and more. If you use File Explorer search, in File Explorer, you want to click the search box at the top right corner. And alternatively, you can use the keyboard shortcut here, Control+F, to focus on the search box. As you type, recent searches will appear, and you can select them for quick access. Here's a comparison based on the various aspects. With Mac OS Spotlight, it's known for its minimalist design. Mac OS Spotlight can be summoned by a simple key shortcut using the Command Space key and present a search bar in the middle of the screen. It offers a clean, distraction-free interface. In Windows 11 Search, it's integrated into the taskbar. The search feature in Windows 11 can be accessed with a click or by using the Windows S keyboard shortcut. It provides a more visually rich interface, potentially displaying news, weather, and other widgets upon activation. Mac OS Spotlight performs a comprehensive search across the Mac, including files, applications, documents, images, and other media, and even web searches. It supports natural language queries, making it highly intuitive. In Windows 11 Search, it offers a deep search capability as well, including files, folders, applications, settings, and web results. With Windows 11, Microsoft has emphasized integration with Bing for web results and also offers widgets for quick information at a glance. For the Mac OS Spotlight, beyond searching, Spotlight can perform calculations, define words, even run simple conversions. For example, currencies measurements. Its previews feature allows users to quickly glance at documents or images without opening 11. In Windows 11, when it includes quick searches like calculations and conversions through Bing. The integration with Cortana, though less emphasized in Windows 11, offers voice-activated search and commands. The search pane can also display personalized content, such as recent documents and frequently used apps. For macOS Spotlight, users can customize what Spotlight searches through system preferences, including which categories are included in searches and excluding specific folders or disks from search results. In Windows 11, it provides customization options via settings, allowing users to specify indexing locations for improved search performance. Users can also customize privacy settings related to web search integration and Cortana. So in conclusion, both Mac OS Spotlight and Windows 11 search feature aims to offer powerful integrated search functionalities within their operating systems, but they do so with different interfaces, additional features, and integration points with their respective ecosystems. Mac OS Spotlight is renowned for its simplicity and efficiency, while Windows 11 Search provides a more feature-rich and visually engaging experience with stronger web integration. The choice between them largely depends on the user's specific needs, preferences, and which operating system they are using. 6 top Spotlight tips for Mac with a comparison with Windows 11.
7 tips to improve your efficiency when using your Chrome browser. It's Ron Brown with Tech for Senior, where we help seniors learn technology and improve their efficiency while using a Chrome browser. Today in this video, I'll give you 7 tips to make you a pro at using your Chrome browser. Let's have a look. All right, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is what I call tabbed browsing. Now, my wife does this. My friends do this. I even have colleagues that do this. This is a big mistake, and I'm going to show you the most efficient way to use tabbed browsing. Now you're viewing my desktop. I'm in my Chrome browser. I'm actually on a website looking at a friend of mine's website. I want to go to our website at Tech for Senior. So I come up to the tabs here in our browser, and I'm opening a new one, and we're going to come over, and I have this bookmarked here, so we're just going to come over and this is going to bring up Tech for Seniors webpage. I view this and think this is cool, and then I want to go over and I want to look at Huey's site. I close this out, open a new browser, and I go to ℙ𝕝𝕂.net. It's already saved, and I bring up his website here, and I think, oh, this is cool. I have a look at this, and then of course I say, gee, I want to go to Google News. I want to look at some news articles for the Thursday show, so I'm going to cancel out this, open this next tab here. Now in this case, we're going to come over here to find Google News, which is on the right-hand side. We're going to open up Google News. Here it is. And we have, of course, we can look at all the news features that we want. Let me show you how you should be doing this. We open the first tab, and now we're going to come to our Tech for Seniors webpage. We're going to open a second tab, and we're going to come down, and we're going to get, again, we're going to go to Huey's site, and we'll go to ℙ𝕝𝕂.net, and we'll bring this up. And then we're going to open a third tab, and we're going to go to Google News, which is right here, and open this up. Now, this will bring up Google News. You'll see, of course, we have 3 tabs that are open at the top, and we can move back to the Huey site. We can move to Tech for Senior. We can go to Google News, or I can go back to my Tinkering with Tech website. So the most efficient use of your Chrome browser is to keep as many tabs open as you want. It is very common if I'm working on a project that I'll have 15 to 20 tabs open at any one time. This allows me to go back and see prior information that I might need, and I don't have to reopen another tab. It's just better efficient use. And you know, Google has made it so that it does not matter how many tabs you have open. Even a computer with limited memory and limited resources, you can have all the tabs open you want. Chrome is extremely efficient in managing the resources in these tabs, so go for it. Keep all of them open. Now I'm going to show you how to close them because it's sort of cool. Let's have a look at that. All right, now in this example, you'll see that I have a number of tabs open at the top here. I have, of course, my Gmail account open, which I usually have always on the left side of my on my browser. I always keep it open here. While I may be doing work with 15 or 20 tabs open at the right, I always keep my Gmail open on the very left side. So I've finished the project now, and I don't want these 3 tabs open. Maybe I have 15 or 20 tabs open, and I have to close them all. If you simply right-click on the first tab, you come down and you will see it says Close All Tabs to the Right. Click this, and you'll see that all those tabs to the right will close. This is how I quickly close large projects I've been working on. They may have 15 or 20 tabs open. You don't want to go and you don't want to click all those tabs and close them. So that works very well. Just to go over that again, click the right button here and close all tabs to the right. Now this example is a little bit different. You'll see I have 5 tabs open on the top. I have Tech for Senior, Huey site, my Gmail site, Google News, and Tinkering. Those are the 4 or 5 tabs I've got open. I always want to keep my Gmail open. I want to close those other tabs, but now Gmail is not on the left side. Now I could certainly just drag that over and move it, but there's a quick way of closing out these other tabs. If I right click and come down, remember close tabs to the right, well now I'm just going to close other tabs. Click, they're all gone, and I'm back over on the left side. So that's 2 ways that you can close the tabs on your browser. The next feature I want to talk about is the ability to pin your tab to the left. I'm going to show you how this works. Now, if you look at my web browser, my Chrome browser, you'll see that I have 5 tabs open. I have Facebook, Tech for Senior, Tinkering with Tech. I have our Zoom meeting open, and I have Google News. And these are all available at the top. So in this situation, I'm going to take the Tinkering with Tech website and I'm going to right click it. And if you come down, it says pin. Well, what does pin mean? Let me show you what happens here. I'm going to pin this and you'll see that the Tinkering with Tech now comes sliding way over to the left here. So what does pinning mean? Well, pinning locks that on the left-hand side. It doesn't allow me to move it. I will always know that that site is on the left-hand side and can't be moved. The only way that you can change this is to unpin it. And you certainly can unpin this now. It comes back into a tab and we can certainly move it, but not while it's pinned. So I use the pinning feature all the time, and I specifically use it on our Monday show when oftentimes I'm sharing a screen and showing a specific website. How many times have you watched someone doing a Zoom presentation? They say, oh, I want to show you this site. They share their screen, they go to their browser, and the tab isn't there. It was closed. Because we have a lot of screens open and a lot of things happening in a Zoom meeting, it's very easy for that tab to get moved or closed. And the presenter goes and says, here it is, I'm going to show you this, and it's not there. And then they have to fumble around and try and find it. This happens all the time. Well, when you pin something on the left-hand side, it will always be there. So you know exactly where it is, and it'll be there to share as part of your browser. So to stay professional and have a good presentation, try that pinning. It won't move. It'll always be on that left side. Even if you reboot and reload Chrome, it will always be pinned there until you unpin it. It's a great feature. In this example, we're going to talk about saving tabs to a group and saving the group. So let's look at what I have on my screen at present. I have our Tech for Senior website, and let's pretend I'm working on our Thursday show and I want to look at some news sites to get some articles for presentation. Well, I've got three tabs open. I've got Gizmodo, I've got Wirecutter, and I've got Android Authority. These are three news services I use all the time to get articles for our show. So these three, I'd like to save them. I'd like to be able to save these three tabs and always have them available so that they open up and I can use their articles. So let's have a look how we might do that. Well, if we come back to Gizmodo, so as I open this, we're going to click to the right and we're going to come down to Add Tab to New Group. We haven't created the group yet, but I'm going to click this. And now we can name this group, and we're going to call it News. And I'm going to actually make it red. I like it to stand out. So we're going to click this, and now you see we have a News tab. Now the other important thing to do is what we're going to do is we're going to save the group. So we're going to click this little button here, and as I click this, watch what happens. This now saves this group to our bookmark bar. It actually makes it a bookmark. So we're going to save this, and you'll see this now in our bookmark bar. Now I'm going to come over here. Let's leave this tab for a moment. I'm going to come to the second tab for Wirecutter, right-click again, and I'm going to add tab to the group. And as you see, I come down, and I'm going to add it to the news. And now we have two in the group. And then I'm going to take our third. Yes, we're going to right-click, and we're going to add this to the news group. So you could even have 15 or 20 tabs saved into this tab group. Now watch what happens if I click on news. It collapses it down. If I click it again, it opens it up. Now if I collapse it down, I could actually take this and I could move this now on the other side of Tech for Senior. So now we have our news group, and of course we have our Tech for Senior website, but if I wanted to open the news up again, here we have our three tabs open, and there we have Tech for Senior. Let's do this one more time. I want to move these three tabs over on the right-hand side. I just can collapse it now. I can move this over, and we're now sitting on the right-hand side. Here's Tech for Senior, and here are our 3 pages. Again, if I want to collapse it, it collapses the other tabs. The other thing that's interesting is you'll see that, of course, it says news here. This, of course, is bookmarked, and this is synced to all your other devices. So if you want to, this would be available on my Chromebook, my phone, and all my other devices that are synced to my Google account. This is really a neat feature, and you might want to give it a try. At Tech for Senior, I'm constantly looking for news articles for our Thursday show. I have a lot of news feeds that are constantly sending me information, and I might find some good articles I want to read, but I don't have time to look at them right now. Where do I put them, and how do I store them for future use and maybe reading later on in the day? So the Chrome browser has an excellent feature where you can add an article to a reading list. Let me show you how this works. I use it all the time. So we're back at my Chrome browser, and you'll see at the top, we have, of course, Tech for Senior, we have Huey's site, we have Google News, and we have an article from The Verge that I'm reading called Apple Will Cut Off Third-Party App Store. I want to read this article in more depth later on, so where can I put it? Well, I want to draw your attention to, let's go over to the right, let's go over to the far right, and I want you to look at this little box here. If I hover over top, it says Side Panel. What's all that about? Well, I'll show you that in a minute. You will have this. Now you can place your side panel on the left or right side of your screen, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Let's just come over here. We're going to come down to Settings, and over on the left-hand side here in Appearance, you'll see it says here in this, again, these are Google Chrome settings, side panel, show on the right or show on the left. So you have 2 choices. So you can have this little box on the right or the left. Let's X out of that, and we'll come back up to the side panel. So let's click on side panel. Now you may not see at the reading list here, you may have it set for your bookmarks. So you can see all your bookmarks down here from this list, but today we're going to look at specifically the reading list. I'll show you why that's important. We now have all the articles that I'm going to read, and these are pages I haven't read. So let's have a look at the article coming back here called The Verge. I'm going to right click, and as you'll see from the drop down menu, it says Add Tab to Reading List. So we're just going to click this, and now you'll see that it adds it over to the reading list. Apple will cut. This is the article that we have. I can tick this off, and it will then drop it down into pages that I've read for storage for later use, or you can just delete it by clicking the X button here. This is a feature I use all the time, and it's called the reading list, not to be confused with the reading mode, which is another not related to tab browsing. Now, the other thing that you might experience is that all of a sudden a tab may start playing in the background and in the autoplay. This is annoying because it suddenly came up, and if you have a lot of tabs open, it's sometimes hard to find out which one it is. I want you to show you in this, if you come up to this tab that's annoying, you simply right click it and you come down and you can mute it. And now you've muted that particular tab, but you still have not muted your sound. You can have other sound going in other tabs. It's just that tab that you've muted. Again, that's right here on the right, and you can unmute it or you can mute it. And that is a feature in the Chrome browser. 7 tips to make you more efficient at using a Chrome browser.